The Mind's Hidden Potential Unleashed. The Mind's Hidden Potential Unleashed is a fascinating topic that delves into the incredible capabilities of the human brain and how we can unlock its full potential. Here are several key areas and concepts that could be explored under this theme. 1. Neuroplasticity. Definition: the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Key points. Learning and memory are fundamental cognitive processes that allow us to acquire, retain, and utilize knowledge and skills. Here are some detailed insights into these processes, along with strategies and techniques to enhance them. Learning. Definition: the process of acquiring new knowledge, behaviors, skills, values, or preferences. Types of learning. Declarative learning. Explicit knowledge. Facts and information that can be consciously recalled, such as historical dates or vocabulary. Episodic memory. Personal experiences and specific events in time. Semantic memory. General world knowledge accumulated over time. Procedural learning. Implicit knowledge. Skills and tasks that can be performed without conscious thought, such as riding a bike or typing. Associative learning. Classical conditioning. Learning through association, such as Pavlov's dogs associating a bell with food. Operant conditioning. Learning through reinforcement and punishment. Observational learning. Learning by watching others and imitating their actions, such as learning a dance by watching a video. Strategies to enhance learning. Active learning. Engage with the material through discussion, practice, or teaching others. Use the Feynman technique. Explain the concept in simple terms as if teaching someone else. Spaced repetition. Review material at increasing intervals to enhance long-term retention. Tools like Anki or spaced repetition software can be helpful. Interleaved practice. Mix different topics or types of problems during study sessions to improve learning and transfer of skills. Retrieval practice. Test yourself regularly on the material to strengthen memory and improve recall. Elaborative interrogation. Ask why questions about the material to deepen understanding and create connections between concepts. Dual coding. Combine verbal information with visual aids, e.g., diagrams, mind maps, to enhance learning through multiple channels. Memory. Definition: the process by which information is encoded, stored, and retrieved. Types of memory. Short-term memory, STM, holds a small amount of information for a brief period, about 20 to 30 seconds. Also known as working memory, which is crucial for reasoning and the guidance of decision-making and behavior. Long-term memory, LTM, can hold a vast amount of information for a prolonged period. Includes declarative memory, episodic and semantic, and procedural memory. Stages of memory. Encoding. The process of transforming sensory input into a form that can be stored in memory. Techniques. Chunking, grouping information, mnemonics, and visualization. Storage. Maintaining encoded information over time. The stability of storage can be enhanced through repetition and meaningful associations. Retrieval. The process of recalling information stored in memory. Techniques. Contextual cues, state-dependent learning, and retrieval practice. Techniques to enhance memory. Mnemonics. Memory aids that use associations to help remember information, such as acronyms, rhymes, or visualization techniques. Mind mapping. Creating diagrams that visually organize information to show relationships and hierarchies. Storytelling. Embedding information in a narrative to make it more memorable and engaging. Sleep. Ensuring adequate sleep is critical for memory consolidation, where information is transferred from short-term to long-term memory. Healthy lifestyle. Regular physical exercise, a balanced diet, and stress management can improve cognitive function and memory. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices that enhance focus and reduce stress, thereby improving memory and cognitive function. Practical applications. Academic success. Using techniques like spaced repetition and active learning can enhance study effectiveness. Professional development. Improving procedural learning and memory can aid in skill acquisition and performance. Personal growth. Enhancing memory and learning capabilities can lead to better life management and personal achievements. Understanding and leveraging these strategies and techniques can significantly enhance one's ability to learn new information and retain it effectively, leading to better performance in various aspects of life. Recovery from brain injury is a complex process that involves various strategies and therapies aimed at maximizing recovery and improving quality of life. Here are some key aspects and techniques for enhancing recovery from brain injury. Types of brain injuries. Traumatic brain injury, TBI, resulting from external force, e.g., falls, accidents, can range from mild, concussion, to severe. Acquired brain injury, ABI, occurs after birth, not caused by external trauma. Includes stroke, hypoxia, infection, and tumors. Recovery mechanisms. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections, allows healthy brain areas to compensate for damaged ones. Axonal sprouting, growth of new nerve endings to reconnect neurons. Synaptic plasticity, changes in the strength of synapses, enhancing communication between neurons. Rehabilitation strategies. Physical therapy, PT, focuses on improving physical function, strength, and mobility. Exercises tailored to specific impairments, such as balance training and gait exercises. Occupational therapy, OT, aims to improve daily living skills and independence. Activities include dressing, cooking, and using adaptive equipment. Speech and language therapy addresses communication difficulties, such as aphasia. Techniques include speech exercises, language games, and alternative communication methods. Cognitive rehabilitation focuses on improving cognitive functions such as memory, attention, and problem-solving. Strategies include memory aids, cognitive exercises, and compensatory techniques. Neuropsychological therapy involves assessment and treatment of cognitive and emotional issues. May include psychotherapy, counseling, and cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Medication. Medications may be prescribed to manage symptoms such as spasticity, pain, or depression. Examples include antidepressants, muscle relaxants, and anticonvulsants. Innovative therapies. Virtual reality, VR. Immersive environments for practicing skills and tasks in a controlled setting. Can enhance motivation and engagement in rehabilitation. Robotics and exoskeletons. Devices that assist with movement and provide repetitive practice of motor tasks. Useful for regaining strength and improving motor function. Neurofeedback. Training the brain to self-regulate by providing real-time feedback on brain activity. Used to improve cognitive function and emotional regulation. Stem cell therapy. Experimental treatment involving the use of stem cells to repair damaged brain tissue. Research is ongoing to determine efficacy and safety. Transcranial magnetic stimulation, TMS. Non-invasive technique that uses magnetic fields to stimulate nerve cells in the brain. Can enhance neuroplasticity and improve motor and cognitive functions. Lifestyle and support. Nutrition. A balanced diet rich in essential nutrients supports brain health and recovery. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins are particularly beneficial. Exercise. Regular physical activity promotes neuroplasticity and overall health. Exercise can improve mood, reduce fatigue, and enhance cognitive function. Sleep. Adequate sleep is crucial for brain recovery and consolidation of learning. Good sleep hygiene practices should be encouraged. Support systems. Family, friends, and support groups provide emotional support and practical assistance. Counseling and social work services can help with coping strategies and accessing resources. Mindfulness and stress management. Practices such as meditation, yoga, and deep breathing can reduce stress and improve mental well-being. Stress management is important for maintaining overall health and facilitating recovery. Long-term management. Continuous monitoring and adaptation. Regular assessments to track progress and adjust rehabilitation plans. Adaptive strategies to cope with persistent deficits and optimize independence. Education and training. Providing education to patients and caregivers about brain injury and recovery. Training in the use of assistive technologies and adaptive techniques. Vocational rehabilitation. Support for returning to work or finding new employment opportunities. Job coaching, skills training, and workplace accommodations. Conclusion. Recovery from brain injury is a multifaceted process that requires a comprehensive approach, including medical treatment, rehabilitation therapies, lifestyle changes, and strong support systems. Advances in technology and innovative therapies continue to improve outcomes for individuals recovering from brain injuries. With the right interventions and support, many people can achieve significant improvements in function and quality of life. Nootropics, often referred to as smart drugs or cognitive enhancers, are substances that claim to improve cognitive function, particularly executive functions, memory, creativity, or motivation in healthy individuals. Here's a detailed overview of nootropics, including types, benefits, risks, and considerations. Types of nootropics. Prescription nootropics. Modafinil, used to treat narcolepsy and other sleep disorders. It may enhance alertness and cognitive function. Adderall, a combination of amphetamine salts prescribed for ADHD. It can improve focus and attention. Ritalin, methylphenidate, also used for ADHD. It enhances concentration and executive function. Over-the-counter, OTC, nootropics. Caffeine, commonly found in coffee and tea. It can improve alertness and focus. L-theanine, an amino acid found in tea leaves, often combined with caffeine to enhance cognitive function and reduce anxiety. Natural nootropics. Ginkgo biloba, an herb that may improve memory and cognitive speed. Bacopa monnieri, an herb used in traditional medicine for improving memory and reducing anxiety. Rhodiola rosea, an adaptogen that can enhance cognitive function and reduce fatigue. Synthetic nootropics. Racetams, e.g., piracetam, aniracetam compounds that are believed to enhance memory and learning by modulating neurotransmitters. Noopept, a potent synthetic nootropic purported to improve cognitive function and memory. Nutritional supplements. Omega-3 fatty acids. Found in fish oil, they are essential for brain health and cognitive function. Vitamin B complex, important for energy production and maintaining healthy brain function. Creatine, commonly used for muscle building, it also has cognitive benefits. Benefits of nootropics. Enhanced memory, improved recall and retention of information, increased focus and attention, better concentration and reduced distractions. Improved mental clarity, enhanced ability to process and organize thoughts, boosted motivation and mood, increased drive and a more positive outlook. Heightened creativity, enhanced ability to think creatively and solve problems. Risks and side effects. Dependency and tolerance. Some nootropics, especially prescription stimulants, can lead to dependence and tolerance, reducing their effectiveness over time. Side effects. Potential side effects can include insomnia, anxiety, headaches, and digestive issues. Lack of regulation. Many OTC and natural nootropics are not strictly regulated, leading to variability in quality and potency. Long-term effects. The long-term safety of many nootropics is not well studied, posing unknown risks. Considerations for use. Consultation with a healthcare professional. Before starting any nootropic regimen, especially prescription ones, consult with a doctor to ensure they are safe and appropriate for your individual health needs. Quality and source. Choose high-quality, reputable brands to ensure the purity and potency of nootropic supplements. Dosage and cycling. Follow recommended dosages and consider cycling, taking breaks, to prevent tolerance and dependence. Holistic approach. Use nootropics as part of a broader cognitive enhancement strategy that includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, adequate sleep, and mental challenges. Research and evidence. Be aware that the evidence supporting the efficacy and safety of many nootropics varies. Some have robust clinical support, while others rely on anecdotal evidence. Conclusion. Nootropics can offer potential cognitive benefits, but they come with risks and uncertainties. They should be used judiciously and preferably under medical supervision. Combining nootropics with a healthy lifestyle and other cognitive enhancement strategies can help maximize benefits while minimizing risks. Brain training exercises are activities designed to improve cognitive functions such as memory, attention, problem-solving, and executive functions. These exercises can be beneficial for individuals of all ages, helping to maintain and enhance mental acuity. Here are some effective brain training exercises, along with an explanation of how they can benefit cognitive health. Memory enhancement exercises. Memory palaces, method of loci. Visualize placing information in specific locations within a familiar place, like your home. Recall the information by mentally walking through that place. Benefits. Enhances spatial memory and recall by associating new information with familiar spatial contexts. Chunking. Break down large pieces of information into smaller, manageable units or chunks. Benefits. Improves working memory capacity and makes it easier to remember and process information. Mnemonics. Use acronyms, rhymes, or associations to remember information. Benefits. Facilitates the encoding and retrieval of information by creating memorable connections. Attention and focus exercises. Mindfulness meditation. Practice focusing on your breath or a specific thought, gently bringing your attention back whenever it wanders. Benefits. Increases sustained attention, reduces distractibility, and enhances overall mental clarity. Stroop test. Name the color of the word being displayed, not the word itself, e.g., the word red written in blue ink. Benefits. Improves cognitive flexibility, selective attention, and processing speed. Dual in-back. Involves remembering a sequence of visual and auditory stimuli presented simultaneously and identifying when the current stimulus matches the one from a certain number of steps earlier. Benefits. Enhances working memory, multitasking abilities, and fluid intelligence. Problem-solving and critical thinking exercises. Sudoku. Fill a 9x9 grid so that each row, column, and 3x3 section contain all digits from 1 to 9. Benefits. Strengthens logical reasoning, pattern recognition, and concentration. Crossword puzzles. Fill in a grid based on clues provided for each word or phrase. Benefits. Enhances vocabulary, verbal reasoning, and memory. Chess. Play chess to strategize and anticipate opponents' moves. Benefits. Improves strategic thinking, foresight, and planning. Speed and reaction time exercises. Video games. Action video games that require quick reflexes and strategic thinking. Benefits. Enhances hand-eye coordination, reaction time, and decision-making under pressure. Simple reaction time tasks. Use apps or online tools that measure how quickly you can respond to a stimulus. Benefits. Improves processing speed and reflexes. Language and verbal skills exercises. Learning a new language. Engage in language learning through apps, classes, or conversation with native speakers. Benefits. Enhances memory, cognitive flexibility, and verbal intelligence. Reading and comprehension. Read challenging texts and summarize or discuss the content. Benefits. Improves comprehension, critical thinking, and vocabulary. Word games. Play games like Scrabble or Boggle that require creating words from given letters. Benefits. Enhances verbal fluency, spelling, and cognitive agility. Spatial and visual spatial skills exercises. Jigsaw puzzles. Assemble a picture from a set of pieces that fit together in a specific way. Benefits. Improves visual spatial reasoning and problem-solving skills. 3D model building. Create models using building blocks or kits that require spatial reasoning. Benefits. Enhances spatial awareness and fine motor skills. Navigational tasks. Use maps or virtual navigation tools to find routes and locations. Benefits. Strengthens spatial memory and orientation skills. Social and emotional intelligence exercises. Empathy training. Practice active listening and perspective-taking exercises. Benefits. Enhances emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. Social simulations. Engage in role-playing scenarios to practice social interactions. Benefits. Improves social cognition and communication skills. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR. Engage in structured mindfulness programs to reduce stress and improve emotional regulation. Benefits. Enhances emotional resilience and cognitive control. Conclusion. Incorporating these brain training exercises into your daily routine can help maintain and improve cognitive function across various domains. Regular practice of diverse cognitive activities ensures a balanced approach to brain health, promoting mental agility and enhancing overall cognitive performance. Meditation and mindfulness are practices that focus on training the mind to achieve greater awareness, attention, and emotional regulation. These practices have been shown to offer numerous benefits for both mental and physical health. Here's an in-depth look at meditation and mindfulness, their benefits, and how to practice them effectively. Definitions. Meditation. A practice where an individual uses a technique, such as mindfulness, or focusing the mind on a particular object, thought, or activity, to train attention and awareness, and achieve a mentally clear and emotionally calm and stable state. Mindfulness. The quality or state of being conscious or aware of something. It's about maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment through a gentle, nurturing lens. Benefits of meditation and mindfulness. Mental health benefits. Reduce stress. Decreases the production of stress hormones like cortisol. Improved focus and concentration. Enhances attention span and cognitive function. Anxiety and depression relief. Helps manage symptoms of anxiety and depression through emotional regulation. Enhanced emotional health. Promotes a more positive outlook on life. Physical health benefits. Lower blood pressure. Reduces blood pressure and improves heart health. Better sleep. Improves sleep quality and reduces insomnia. Pain management. Helps in managing chronic pain conditions. Immune system boost. Enhances the body's immune response. Cognitive benefits. Improved memory. Enhances memory and learning capacity. Greater cognitive flexibility. Increases the ability to adapt to new situations and problem solve. Enhanced self-awareness. Promotes a deeper understanding of oneself and one's thought patterns. Types of meditation. Mindfulness meditation. Focus on the present moment, observing thoughts and feelings without judgment. Techniques. Breathing exercises, body scan, mindful walking. Focused attention meditation. Concentrate on a single object, thought, or sensation, such as breathing. Techniques. Counting breaths, focusing on a mantra or sound. Loving kindness meditation, metta. Cultivate feelings of compassion and love towards oneself and others. Techniques. Repeating phrases of goodwill, visualizing sending love to others. Body scan meditation. Focus on different parts of the body, bringing awareness and relaxation to each area. Techniques. Progressive muscle relaxation, guided body scan. Transcendental meditation. Use a mantra or series of words to help the mind settle into a state of restful alertness. Techniques. Silent repetition of a mantra, twice daily practice. Zen meditation, zazen. Seated meditation focusing on posture and breathing. Techniques. Sitting in a specific posture, focusing on breath, and observing thoughts without attachment. How to practice meditation and mindfulness. Set aside time. Dedicate a specific time each day for meditation, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes to start. Find a quiet space. Choose a calm, quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Get comfortable. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. You can use a cushion or chair. Focus on your breath. Pay attention to your breathing. Notice the inhale and exhale, and focus on the sensations of breathing. Observe your thoughts. Allow thoughts to come and go without judgment. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. Use guided meditations. If you're new to meditation, guided meditations can be helpful. There are many apps and online resources available. Be consistent. Consistency is key. Try to practice daily and be patient with yourself as you develop your practice. Incorporating mindfulness into daily life. Mindful eating. Pay attention to the taste, texture, and sensation of eating. Eat slowly and savor each bite. Mindful walking. Focus on the movement of your body, the feeling of your feet touching the ground, and the sights and sounds around you. Mindful listening. Practice active listening in conversations, fully focusing on the speaker without planning your response. Mindful breathing. Take a few moments throughout the day to focus on your breath, especially during stressful situations. Mindful observation. Spend time observing your surroundings, appreciating the details in nature or your environment. Conclusion. Meditation and mindfulness are powerful practices that can significantly enhance mental and physical well-being. By integrating these practices into your daily routine, you can improve focus, reduce stress, and achieve greater emotional balance. Whether through formal meditation sessions or incorporating mindfulness into everyday activities, these practices offer a pathway to a more present and fulfilling life. Self-awareness is the conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motives, and desires. It's a critical component of emotional intelligence and personal development, enabling individuals to understand themselves better and interact more effectively with others. Here's an in-depth look at self-awareness, its importance, and how to cultivate it. Importance of self-awareness. Improved emotional regulation. Recognizing and understanding your emotions helps manage them better, reducing stress and enhancing well-being. Enhanced relationships. Being aware of your feelings and behaviors improves communication and relationships with others by fostering empathy and understanding. Better decision-making. Self-awareness helps align decisions with personal values and goals, leading to more fulfilling outcomes. Increased productivity. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses allows for better task management and productivity. Personal growth. Self-awareness fosters continuous self-improvement and personal growth by identifying areas for development. Components of self-awareness. Emotional self-awareness. Understanding your emotions and their impact on your thoughts and behavior. Self-concept. Knowing your strengths, weaknesses, values, and beliefs. Self-confidence. Trusting your abilities and judgment. Self-monitoring. Observing and regulating your behavior in different situations. Strategies to develop self-awareness. Mindfulness practice. Engage in mindfulness meditation to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Regular practice helps increase present moment awareness and emotional insight. Reflection. Set aside time regularly to reflect on your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. Journaling can be an effective tool for this. Seek feedback. Ask for honest feedback from trusted friends, family, or colleagues to gain different perspectives on your behavior and actions. Personality assessments. Utilize tools like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, or the Big 5 personality test to gain insights into your personality traits. Strengths and weaknesses analysis. Identify and acknowledge your strengths and weaknesses. This can be done through self-assessment or feedback from others. Set personal goals. Define clear, achievable goals based on your self-assessment. Regularly review and adjust these goals as needed. Practice active listening. Focus fully on the speaker during conversations, understanding their perspective without immediately reacting or planning your response. Emotional labeling. Practice identifying and naming your emotions throughout the day. This helps in recognizing patterns and triggers. Mindful observation. Observe your thoughts and reactions in different situations. Pay attention to how you respond to stress, success, and failure. Therapy or coaching. Engage in therapy or life coaching to explore your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in a structured environment. Practical exercises for self-awareness. Daily journaling. Write about your experiences, emotions, and thoughts daily. Focus on what you learned about yourself each day. Mindfulness meditation. Practice mindfulness meditation for a few minutes each day. Focus on your breath and observe your thoughts and feelings. Self-reflection questions. Regularly ask yourself questions like, what are my core values? What motivates me? How do I react under stress? What are my strengths and areas for improvement? Gratitude practice. Keep a gratitude journal. Reflecting on what you're grateful for can provide insights into what you value most. Emotion tracking. Track your emotions throughout the day. Note down what you feel and what might have triggered these emotions. Conclusion. Developing self-awareness is a continuous process that requires commitment and practice. By understanding yourself better, you can improve your emotional regulation, make better decisions, and build stronger relationships. Utilize the strategies and exercises outlined here to enhance your self-awareness and achieve personal growth. Self-regulation is the ability to manage your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors in different situations effectively. It's an essential skill for achieving personal and professional success, fostering resilience, and maintaining emotional well-being. Here's a comprehensive look at self-regulation, its importance, and how to develop it. Importance of self-regulation. Emotional stability helps manage stress, anxiety, and other negative emotions, leading to greater emotional balance. Improved decision-making allows for thoughtful responses rather than impulsive reactions, leading to better outcomes. Enhanced relationships fosters better communication and conflict resolution skills, improving interactions with others. Goal achievement supports persistence and motivation towards long-term goals, even in the face of obstacles. Health and well-being contributes to healthier lifestyle choices and overall well-being. Components of self-regulation: emotional regulation, managing and responding to emotional experiences in a healthy way. Cognitive regulation, controlling thoughts to stay focused, flexible, and clear-minded. Behavioral regulation, managing actions and reactions, especially in challenging situations. Strategies to develop self-regulation: mindfulness and meditation. Regular mindfulness practice helps increase awareness of your thoughts and emotions, enabling better control over them. Cognitive reappraisal, reframe negative thoughts to view situations in a more positive or neutral light. Stress management techniques, engage in activities like deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, or yoga to reduce stress levels. Time management, organize tasks and set priorities to manage time effectively, reducing stress and increasing productivity. Healthy lifestyle choices, maintain a balanced diet, exercise regularly, and ensure adequate sleep to support overall self-regulation. Setting smart goals, establish specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals to provide clear direction and motivation. Practical exercises for self-regulation. Breathing exercises. Practice deep breathing techniques to calm your mind and body during stressful moments. Pause and reflect. Before reacting to a situation, take a moment to pause and consider the best response. Journaling. Write about your experiences, emotions, and thoughts to process them and gain insights. Progressive muscle relaxation. Practice tensing and then relaxing each muscle group to reduce physical tension and stress. Visualization. Imagine yourself succeeding in a challenging situation to build confidence and reduce anxiety. Gratitude practice. Regularly reflect on and write down things you are grateful for to shift focus away from negative emotions. Techniques to manage emotions. Identify triggers. Recognize situations or thoughts that trigger strong emotional responses. Understanding your triggers can help you prepare and manage your reactions better. Label emotions. Identify and name your emotions. This simple act can help you gain control over them. Practice empathy. Consider others' perspectives to better manage interpersonal conflicts and improve your emotional responses. Self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during setbacks or failures. Techniques to improve cognitive regulation. Focus exercises. Engage in activities that require concentration, like puzzles or reading, to strengthen your focus.
Cognitive behavioral technique.
Use CBT methods to challenge and change unhelpful thought patterns. Mental flexibility. Practice adapting to new situations or changing perspectives to enhance cognitive flexibility. Mindfulness meditation. Regular practice can improve attention, focus, and cognitive flexibility. Techniques to enhance behavioral regulation. Behavioral monitoring. Track your behaviors and identify patterns. Adjust actions that are not aligned with your goals. Delayed gratification. Practice resisting short-term temptations to achieve long-term goals. Accountability. Share your goals with someone who can help hold you accountable. Positive reinforcement. Reward yourself for achieving milestones to reinforce desired behaviors. Conclusion. Self-regulation is a vital skill that enhances emotional stability, decision-making, relationships, and overall well-being. Developing self-regulation involves understanding and managing your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors through mindfulness, cognitive strategies, and practical exercises. By consistently practicing these techniques, you can improve your ability to regulate yourself, leading to greater personal and professional success. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It involves recognizing their emotions, taking their perspective, and responding with compassion and understanding. Empathy is a crucial aspect of emotional intelligence and plays a significant role in building strong relationships, effective communication, and a supportive community. Here's a detailed exploration of empathy, its importance, and ways to develop it. Importance of empathy. Improved relationships. Enhances personal and professional relationships by fostering trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Effective communication. Enables better listening and understanding, leading to more meaningful and productive conversations. Conflict resolution. Helps in resolving conflicts by understanding different perspectives and finding common ground. Emotional support. Provides emotional support to others, promoting mental well-being and resilience. Cultural sensitivity. Promotes understanding and acceptance of diverse cultures and backgrounds. Types of empathy. Cognitive empathy. The ability to understand another person's perspective or mental state. Benefits. Enhances communication and problem-solving by considering others' viewpoints. Emotional empathy. The ability to share the feelings of another person, almost as if you were experiencing their emotions yourself. Benefits. Builds deeper emotional connections and provides comfort to others. Compassionate empathy. Combines cognitive and emotional empathy with the desire to help. Benefits. Motivates supportive actions and enhances community and teamwork. Strategies to develop empathy. Active listening. Pay full attention to the speaker, show interest, and avoid interrupting. Reflect on what is being said and respond thoughtfully. Techniques. Maintain eye contact, nod in agreement, summarize or paraphrase what you've heard. Perspective taking. Consciously put yourself in someone else's shoes to understand their thoughts, feelings, and viewpoints. Techniques. Ask open-ended questions. Imagine how you would feel in their situation. Emotional validation. Acknowledge and accept another person's feelings without judgment. Techniques. Use phrases like, "I understand how you feel," or "It sounds like you're going through a tough time." Nonverbal communication. Pay attention to body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice to better understand unspoken emotions. Techniques. Mirror others' body language. Maintain an open and approachable posture. Mindfulness and self-reflection. Practice mindfulness to become more aware of your own emotions and how they affect your interactions with others. Techniques. Meditate. Keep a journal to reflect on your interactions and emotional responses. Reading and storytelling. Engage with books, films, and stories that depict diverse human experiences and emotions. Techniques. Read fiction, watch movies with complex characters, discuss stories with others to explore different perspectives. Volunteer and community service. Participate in activities that involve helping others to develop a deeper understanding of different life situations. Techniques. Volunteer at local charities, participate in community projects, engage in acts of kindness. Practical exercises for empathy. Empathy mapping. Create a visual map to explore what someone thinks, feels, says, and does in a particular situation. Steps. Identify a person or persona, brainstorm their thoughts, feelings, words, and actions in various scenarios. Role-playing. Act out scenarios from another person's perspective to gain insights into their experiences and emotions. Steps. Choose roles, act out different situations, and discuss feelings and reactions afterward. Active listening exercises. Practice active listening with a partner by sharing stories and reflecting on the experience without interruptions. Steps. Take turns speaking and listening, summarize what you heard, and discuss how it felt to be truly heard. Gratitude journaling. Keep a journal where you regularly write about acts of kindness you have received and how they made you feel. Steps. Take turns speaking and listening, summarize what you heard, and discuss how it felt to be truly heard. Gratitude journaling. Keep a journal where you regularly write about acts of kindness you have received and how they made you feel. Steps. Write daily entries, reflect on the emotions associated with gratitude, and consider how you can reciprocate kindness. Developing empathy in the workplace. Team-building activities. Engage in activities that foster collaboration and understanding among team members. Examples: group projects, trust-building exercises, team outings. Diversity and inclusion training. Participate in training programs that promote cultural sensitivity and understanding. Focus. Learn about different cultures, unconscious biases, and how to create an inclusive environment. Mentorship programs. Establish mentorship opportunities to connect employees at different levels and backgrounds. Benefits. Promotes mutual understanding, knowledge sharing, and personal growth. Open communication channels. Create an environment where employees feel safe to share their thoughts and feelings. Techniques. Regular check-ins, anonymous feedback systems, open-door policies. Conclusion. Empathy is a vital skill that enhances relationships, communication, and emotional well-being. By actively practicing empathy through techniques like active listening, perspective taking, and emotional validation, you can develop a deeper understanding of others' experiences and emotions. Whether in personal interactions or professional settings, fostering empathy leads to more meaningful connections and a supportive environment. Dreams are a fascinating aspect of human experience, offering insights into the subconscious mind and providing a platform for creativity, problem-solving, and emotional processing. Lucid dreaming, in particular, allows individuals to become aware that they are dreaming while still in the dream state, enabling them to consciously control and manipulate their dreams. Here's an exploration of dreams, lucid dreaming, their significance, and techniques for inducing lucid dreams. Dreams. Definition. Dreams are a series of images, emotions, sensations, and thoughts that occur involuntarily during sleep. Purpose. While the exact purpose of dreams is still debated, they are believed to serve various functions, including memory consolidation, emotional processing, problem-solving, and creative inspiration. Types of dreams. Normal dreams. Typical dreams experienced during REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, often reflecting daily experiences, fears, desires, and unresolved emotions. Nightmares. Disturbing or frightening dreams that evoke strong negative emotions, often related to stress, trauma, or anxiety. Recurring dreams. Dreams that repeat over time, often associated with unresolved conflicts or unmet needs. Lucid dreams. Dreams in which the dreamer becomes aware of being in a dream and may gain some degree of control over the dream narrative. Lucid dreaming. Definition. Lucid dreaming is a state of consciousness in which the dreamer is aware that they are dreaming while the dream is still occurring. Characteristics. Lucid dreams can vary in clarity and control. Some individuals may have partial awareness, while others experience full lucidity with the ability to control aspects of the dream environment, characters, and storyline. Significance. Lucid dreaming offers opportunities for exploration, creativity, and self-discovery. It can be used for problem-solving, overcoming fears, enhancing skills, and experiencing novel or fantastical scenarios. Benefits. Creativity enhancement. Lucid dreaming allows individuals to explore imaginative scenarios and ideas, inspiring artistic expression and innovation. Emotional healing. By confronting and processing emotions within the safety of a dream environment, lucid dreaming can facilitate emotional healing and personal growth. Skill improvement. Some individuals use lucid dreaming to practice real-life skills, such as public speaking, sports performance, or artistic techniques. Recreation and adventure. Lucid dreaming offers opportunities for adventure, exploration, and experiencing fantasies or desires that may be impossible in waking life. Techniques for lucid dreaming. Reality checks. Perform regular reality checks during waking hours to establish the habit of questioning reality. Common reality checks include looking at your hands, trying to push your finger through your palm, or checking digital clocks. Keep a dream journal. Record your dreams in a journal immediately upon waking. Reviewing your dreams helps increase dream recall and awareness, making it more likely to recognize when you are dreaming. Reality testing. Question your reality throughout the day by asking, "Am I dreaming?" and performing reality checks. This habit may carry over into your dreams, leading to lucidity. Mnemonic induction of lucid dreams, mild. Before bed, visualize yourself becoming lucid in a dream. Repeat affirmations like, "I will remember that I'm dreaming," or "I will have a lucid dream tonight." Wake back to bed, WBTB. Wake up after several hours of sleep. Stay awake for a short period, then go back to sleep with the intention of having a lucid dream. This technique capitalizes on REM sleep periods, which are more conducive to lucidity. Wake-induced lucid dreaming, wild. Enter a lucid dream directly from a waking state by maintaining awareness as your body falls asleep. This technique requires relaxation, concentration, and the ability to maintain awareness while transitioning into the dream state. Lifestyle factors. Prioritize good sleep hygiene, maintain a regular sleep schedule, reduce stress, and avoid substances that interfere with REM sleep, such as alcohol and caffeine. Safety and ethical considerations. Reality differentiation. It's important to differentiate between dreams and waking reality to avoid confusion or disorientation. Emotional regulation. Be prepared for intense emotional experiences and lucid dreams, and have strategies for managing them effectively. Respect for others. Exercise caution and respect for the autonomy and feelings of dream characters encountered in lucid dreams. Potential for sleep disruption. Some lucid dreaming techniques, particularly those that involve disrupting sleep patterns, may lead to sleep disturbances or fatigue. Conclusion. Dreams and lucid dreaming provide unique opportunities for exploration, creativity, and self-discovery. By understanding the nature of dreams, practicing lucid dreaming techniques, and maintaining awareness and discernment, individuals can harness the potential of their dreams for personal growth, problem-solving, and enjoyment. However, it's essential to approach lucid dreaming with mindfulness, respect, and consideration for both oneself and others. Hypnosis is a state of focused attention, heightened suggestibility, and deep relaxation induced by a hypnotist or through self-hypnosis techniques. While often associated with entertainment and stage performances, hypnosis has also been used therapeutically to address various issues, including pain management, stress reduction, habit control, and psychological therapy. Here's a comprehensive overview of hypnosis, its principles, uses, and effectiveness. Principles of hypnosis. Focused attention. Hypnosis involves directing and maintaining attention on specific thoughts, sensations, or suggestions while excluding distractions. Heightened suggestibility. In the hypnotic state, individuals may become more receptive to suggestions from the hypnotist or their own subconscious mind. Deep relaxation. Hypnosis typically induces a state of deep relaxation characterized by reduced muscle tension, slowed breathing, and a sense of calmness. Uses of hypnosis. Therapeutic applications. Pain management. Hypnosis can help alleviate chronic pain, acute pain during medical procedures, and pain associated with conditions like migraines and fibromyalgia. Stress reduction. Hypnosis techniques promote relaxation and stress reduction, which can benefit overall well-being and mental health. Behavioral change. Hypnotherapy can address habits and behaviors such as smoking cessation, weight management, nail biting, and phobias. Anxiety and trauma treatment. Hypnosis may be used to manage anxiety disorders, PTSD symptoms, and trauma-related issues by accessing and addressing underlying emotional experiences. Performance enhancement. Hypnosis techniques can be employed to improve performance in areas such as sports, public speaking, and academic performance. Entertainment and stage hypnosis. Hypnosis is often used for entertainment purposes in stage shows, where participants may engage in comedic or theatrical acts under hypnosis. Self-exploration and personal growth. Individuals may use self-hypnosis techniques for self-improvement, exploring subconscious beliefs, and enhancing creativity and intuition. Techniques of hypnosis. Induction. Hypnosis induction involves guiding an individual into a hypnotic state using relaxation techniques, focused attention, and suggestive language. Suggestions. Hypnotic suggestions are statements or instructions given during the hypnotic state to evoke specific thoughts, feelings, or behaviors. Deepening. Deepening techniques are used to deepen the hypnotic state, enhancing relaxation and suggestibility. Regression. Regression techniques involve guiding the individual to recall past memories or experiences, which may be relevant to addressing current issues or gaining insights. Post-hypnotic suggestions. Post-hypnotic suggestions are instructions given during hypnosis to be acted upon after the session, potentially influencing behavior or perception in waking life. Effectiveness of hypnosis. Clinical research. There is a growing body of scientific research supporting the effectiveness of hypnosis for various therapeutic purposes, including pain management, anxiety reduction, and habit control. Individual variability. Responses to hypnosis can vary widely among individuals. Factors such as suggestibility, motivation, and the skill of the hypnotist can influence outcomes. Integration with other therapies. Hypnosis is often used as part of a comprehensive treatment approach, complementing other therapeutic modalities such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, psychotherapy, and medical interventions. Safety considerations. Ethical practice. Hypnosis should be conducted ethically and responsibly, with the well-being and autonomy of the individual as the highest priority. Informed consent. Clients should be fully informed about the nature of hypnosis, its potential benefits and risks, and their rights to refuse or terminate the session at any time. Qualified practitioners. Hypnosis should be administered by qualified professionals with appropriate training and expertise in hypnotherapy techniques and ethical standards. Screening and assessment. Practitioners should conduct thorough screening and assessment to ensure that hypnosis is appropriate and safe for the individual, considering factors such as medical history, psychological conditions, and susceptibility to suggestion. Conclusion. Hypnosis is a versatile tool that can be used for therapeutic, entertainment, and self-exploration purposes. With its ability to access the subconscious mind, hypnosis offers opportunities for healing, personal growth, and behavior change. When practiced ethically and responsibly by qualified practitioners, hypnosis can be a valuable adjunct to traditional therapies and a powerful tool for enhancing well-being and self-awareness. Brainstorming techniques are creative processes used to generate ideas, solve problems, and stimulate innovation within individuals or groups. These techniques encourage divergent thinking, where participants explore multiple ideas without judgment or criticism. Here are several effective brainstorming techniques. 1. Traditional brainstorming process. Participants generate ideas spontaneously in a group setting, with no criticism or evaluation during the initial phase. Rules. Encourage quantity over quality, welcome all ideas, build upon each other's suggestions, and defer judgment. Variations. Round-robin brainstorming, everyone takes turns contributing. Silent brainstorming, written ideas only. Or structured brainstorming, using specific prompts or constraints. 2. Mind mapping process. Start with a central concept or problem and branch out with related ideas in a nonlinear, visual format. Rules. Create associations, connections, and clusters of ideas, allowing for free-flowing exploration. Variations. Use colors, images, or symbols to enhance creativity and visual appeal. 3. Reverse brainstorming process. Instead of generating solutions, participants brainstorm potential causes or problems related to a given issue. Rules. Identify factors contributing to the problem, reframe them as opportunities or solutions, and brainstorm ways to address them. Variations. Combine with traditional brainstorming to explore both problems and solutions.
4. Scamper technique.
Process. Systematically explore different ways to modify or improve existing ideas by applying 7 prompts. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, reverse. Rules. Apply each prompt to the idea being explored, considering how it can be changed or adapted in various ways. Variations. Use a subset of prompts or focus on specific areas for innovation. 5. 6 thinking hats process. Participants adopt different perspectives represented by colored hats, e.g., white for facts, red for emotions, green for creativity, to explore ideas or solve problems. Rules. Each hat represents a specific mode of thinking, encouraging participants to consider various aspects of the issue systematically. Variations. Modify the hats or add new perspectives to suit the context or goals of the brainstorming session. 6. Brainwriting process. Participants individually write down ideas on a specific topic or problem before sharing and building upon each other's contributions. Rules. Focus on silent idea generation to minimize social pressures and encourage diverse perspectives. Variations. Rotate papers or pass ideas anonymously to stimulate collaboration and prevent bias.
7. Random stimulus technique.
Process. Introduce random or unrelated stimuli, e.g., objects, images, words, to spark creativity and generate new ideas. Rules. Encourage participants to make associations or connections between the stimulus and the problem at hand, generating unexpected insights. Variations. Use digital tools, such as random word generators or image libraries, to provide stimuli tailored to the brainstorming context.
8. Scamper technique.
Process. Systematically explore different ways to modify or improve existing ideas by applying 7 prompts. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, reverse. Rules. Apply each prompt to the idea being explored, considering how it can be changed or adapted in various ways. Variations. Use a subset of prompts or focus on specific areas for innovation. 9. Role storming. Process. Participants assume fictional roles or personas to generate ideas from different perspectives. Rules. Encourage participants to think and speak as if they were someone else, fostering creativity and empathy. Variations. Use real-life personas, historical figures, or fictional characters relevant to the brainstorming context.
10. Scamper technique.
Process. Systematically explore different ways to modify or improve existing ideas by applying 7 prompts. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, reverse. Rules. Apply each prompt to the idea being explored, considering how it can be changed or adapted in various ways. Variations. Use a subset of prompts or focus on specific areas for innovation. Tips for effective brainstorming. Create a supportive environment that encourages participation and creativity. Set clear goals and objectives for the brainstorming session. Establish ground rules, such as deferring judgment, building on ideas, and welcoming diversity. Use facilitation techniques to guide the brainstorming process and keep participants engaged. Capture and document all ideas for later review and evaluation. Encourage a balance of quantity and quality, focusing on generating a wide range of ideas before refining and selecting the most promising ones. Divergent and convergent thinking are 2 fundamental cognitive processes involved in problem-solving, idea generation, and creative thinking. Here's an overview of each process and how they complement each other. Divergent thinking. Definition. Divergent thinking is the ability to generate multiple ideas, perspectives, or solutions in response to a single problem or stimulus. Characteristics. Encourages creativity, originality, and exploration of possibilities. Involves generating a wide range of ideas without immediate evaluation or judgment. Often leads to unconventional or novel solutions. Examples. Brainstorming sessions aimed at generating as many ideas as possible. Creative exercises such as freewriting, mind mapping, or visual brainstorming. Exploring multiple interpretations or approaches to a problem. Convergent thinking. Definition. Convergent thinking is the process of narrowing down options, evaluating ideas, and selecting the best solution or course of action. Characteristics. Focuses on analyzing, evaluating, and synthesizing information to arrive at a single best solution. Involves logical reasoning, critical thinking, and decision-making. Emphasizes accuracy, efficiency, and effectiveness in problem-solving. Examples. Analyzing the strengths and weaknesses of different ideas to identify the most viable ones. Prioritizing options based on specific criteria or constraints. Synthesizing diverse perspectives or information to reach a consensus. Relationship between divergent and convergent thinking. Complementary processes. Divergent and convergent thinking work together in the problem-solving process. Divergent-convergent. Divergent thinking generates a pool of diverse ideas, which are then evaluated and refined through convergent thinking to identify the best solution. Convergent-divergent. Convergent thinking may lead to the recognition of new problems or challenges, prompting a return to divergent thinking to generate alternative solutions or approaches. Iterative process. Problem-solving often involves iterative cycles of divergent and convergent thinking, with ideas being generated, evaluated, refined, and re-evaluated until a satisfactory solution is reached. Flexibility. Individuals who can seamlessly switch between divergent and convergent thinking modes demonstrate greater flexibility and adaptability in tackling complex problems and generating innovative solutions. Creative problem-solving. Combining divergent and convergent thinking allows for both exploration and refinement of ideas, leading to creative problem-solving and innovation. Applications. Education. Teaching strategies that foster both divergent and convergent thinking skills are essential for promoting creativity, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities in students. Business and innovation. Organizations benefit from employees who can generate creative ideas, divergent thinking, and effectively evaluate and implement them, convergent thinking, to drive innovation and growth. Creative industries. Fields such as art, design, literature, and music rely heavily on divergent thinking to generate original ideas, which are then refined through convergent thinking to produce high-quality creative works. Cultivating divergent and convergent thinking. Divergent thinking. Engage in creative exercises such as brainstorming, mind mapping, or free association. Explore diverse perspectives, disciplines, or sources of inspiration. Embrace curiosity, experimentation, and open-mindedness. Convergent thinking. Develop critical thinking skills through analysis, evaluation, and synthesis of information. Use decision-making frameworks or criteria to prioritize and select the best options. Seek feedback and input from others to refine ideas and solutions. Conclusion. Divergent and convergent thinking are complementary cognitive processes that play essential roles in problem-solving, idea generation, and creative thinking. By understanding and leveraging both processes, individuals and organizations can foster creativity, innovation, and effective decision-making in various contexts. Whether exploring possibilities, divergent thinking, or evaluating solutions, convergent thinking, the synergy between these two modes of thinking enhances problem-solving and drives success in diverse fields. Benefits of divergent and convergent thinking include: divergent thinking, creativity enhancement, encourages the generation of novel and unconventional ideas, fostering creative thinking and innovation. Exploration of possibilities, expands the range of potential solutions or approaches to a problem, encouraging exploration and experimentation. Flexible thinking, promotes open-mindedness and adaptability by allowing individuals to consider multiple perspectives and alternatives. Stimulates curiosity, cultivates curiosity and a sense of wonder, motivating individuals to explore new ideas, concepts, and experiences. Personal growth, supports self-expression, self-discovery, and personal growth by encouraging individuals to think independently and explore their creativity. Convergent thinking, efficient problem-solving, helps individuals focus on analyzing and evaluating options to identify the most effective solution efficiently. Effective decision-making, facilitates logical reasoning and critical thinking, leading to informed decisions based on evidence and evaluation. Goal achievement, enables individuals to prioritize and select the best course of action to achieve specific goals or objectives. Resource optimization, maximizes resource utilization by directing attention and effort toward the most promising ideas or solutions. Quality assurance, ensures the quality and effectiveness of solutions by thoroughly evaluating and refining them based on established criteria or standards. Combined benefits, synergy and problem solving. Combining divergent and convergent thinking optimizes the problem-solving process, leveraging creativity and critical analysis to generate innovative and effective solutions. Holistic approach, promotes a holistic approach to problem-solving where exploration of possibilities, divergent thinking, is balanced with evaluation and refinement, convergent thinking. Innovation and growth, encourages innovation and drives growth by fostering a culture of creativity, adaptability, and continuous improvement. Adaptability and resilience, enhances adaptability and resilience in individuals and organizations, enabling them to navigate complex challenges and seize opportunities in dynamic environments. Empowerment and confidence, empowers individuals to approach problems with confidence, knowing they have the tools and skills to generate creative ideas and make informed decisions. Conclusion. Divergent and convergent thinking offer a multitude of benefits across various contexts, from personal growth and creativity enhancement to efficient problem-solving and innovation. By cultivating both modes of thinking and integrating them into our approach to challenges and opportunities, we can harness their combined power to drive success, growth, and positive change. Techniques for fostering divergent and convergent thinking include: divergent thinking techniques, brainstorming, generate a large quantity of ideas without criticism or evaluation, encouraging creativity and exploration of possibilities. Mind mapping, Create visual diagrams to represent ideas and concepts, allowing for nonlinear exploration and association of related thoughts. Freewriting. Write continuously without stopping or censoring, allowing thoughts to flow freely and exploring new ideas or perspectives. Random word generation. Generate random words or phrases and use them as prompts to stimulate creative thinking and idea generation. Provocation or what-if questions. Pose challenging or unconventional questions to provoke thought and stimulate creative responses. Analogical thinking. Draw parallels between unrelated concepts, objects, or experiences to generate new ideas or insights. Role-storming. Assume the perspective of different personas or characters to explore ideas from diverse viewpoints.
Scamper technique.
Systematically explore ways to modify or adapt existing ideas by substituting, combining, adapting, modifying, putting to another use, eliminating, or reversing elements. Visual brainstorming. Use visual stimuli such as images, drawings, or symbols to spark creativity and inspire new ideas. Reverse brainstorming. Instead of generating solutions, brainstorm potential causes or problems related to a given issue, then reframe them as opportunities or solutions. Convergent thinking techniques. Criteria-based evaluation. Establish specific criteria or standards for evaluating ideas and solutions, then systematically assess each option based on these criteria. Pareto analysis. Identify the most significant factors contributing to a problem or situation, then focus on addressing those factors to achieve the greatest impact. Decision trees. Create visual diagrams to represent decision-making processes, including various options, potential outcomes, and decision criteria. Force field analysis. Analyze the forces, both driving and restraining, affecting a particular situation or decision, then prioritize actions to address key factors and achieve desired outcomes. Consensus building. Facilitate group discussions or decision-making processes to reach consensus on the best course of action, considering diverse perspectives and priorities. Weighted decision matrix. Assign weights to different criteria or factors based on their importance, then use a matrix to evaluate and compare options systematically. SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Assess the internal strengths and weaknesses of a situation or organization, as well as external opportunities and threats to inform strategic decision-making. 6 thinking hats. Adopt different perspectives represented by colored hats, e.g., white for facts, red for emotions, green for creativity, to systematically explore ideas or solve problems. Nominal group technique. Generate and prioritize ideas or solutions through structured group discussions, allowing each participant to contribute and evaluate options independently. Ranking and prioritization. Rank ideas or options based on predetermined criteria, then prioritize action items or solutions accordingly.
Intégrated technique.
Iterative process. Combine divergent and convergent thinking techniques in iterative cycles, allowing for the exploration of multiple ideas followed by evaluation and refinement. Design thinking. Adopt a human-centered approach to problem-solving, incorporating divergent thinking, ideation, and convergent thinking, evaluation, and prototyping within a structured framework. Trees, theory of inventive problem-solving. Systematically analyze and resolve contradictions or conflicts in problem-solving by applying principles and patterns derived from the study of innovative solutions. Creative problem-solving process. Follow a structured process that includes stages of problem definition, idea generation, evaluation, and implementation, integrating both divergent and convergent thinking techniques throughout. Conclusion. By integrating divergent and convergent thinking techniques into our problem-solving processes, we can harness the power of creativity, critical thinking, and innovation to address challenges, seize opportunities, and drive positive change. Whether exploring new ideas, evaluating options, or making decisions, the synergy between divergent and convergent thinking enhances our ability to navigate complexity and uncertainty effectively. Here are the characteristics of divergent and convergent thinking. Divergent thinking, creativity and innovation, encourages the generation of multiple ideas, solutions, or perspectives, fostering creativity and innovation. Open-ended exploration Involves exploring possibilities without predefined constraints or limitations, allowing for free-flowing exploration and imagination. Nonlinear and associative. Emphasizes nonlinear thinking and associative connections between ideas, allowing for unconventional and unexpected insights. Quantity over quality. Prioritizes generating a large quantity of ideas without immediate judgment or evaluation, encouraging the exploration of diverse options. Diverse perspectives. Encourages considering multiple viewpoints, approaches, or interpretations, promoting diversity and inclusivity in idea generation. Flexible and adaptive. Embraces flexibility and adaptability, allowing individuals to explore different paths or possibilities and adapt to changing circumstances. Risk-taking and experimentation. Encourages risk-taking and experimentation, fostering a willingness to explore unconventional or untested ideas without fear of failure. Originality and uniqueness. Values originality and uniqueness in ideas, encouraging individuals to think outside the box and challenge conventional wisdom.
Diverge association.
Promotes making unexpected or tangential associations between ideas, leading to novel insights and creative breakthroughs. Embracing ambiguity. Tolerates ambiguity and uncertainty, allowing for exploration of complex or ambiguous problems without the need for immediate resolution. Convergent thinking. Focus and analysis. Focuses attention on analyzing and evaluating options or solutions to identify the most effective or appropriate one. Goal-oriented and purposeful. Driven by specific goals, objectives, or criteria, directing effort toward achieving a defined outcome or solution. Logical and systematic. Relies on logical reasoning and systematic analysis, applying structured approaches to problem-solving and decision-making. Evaluation and selection. Involves evaluating and comparing options based on predetermined criteria or standards, then selecting the best course of action. Efficiency and effectiveness. Values efficiency and effectiveness in problem-solving, seeking to achieve desired outcomes with optimal use of resources. Critical thinking. Requires critical thinking skills to assess the validity, reliability, and relevance of information or options under consideration. Synthesis and integration. Involves synthesizing diverse perspectives or information to arrive at a coherent and integrated solution or decision. Practicality and feasibility. Considers practicality, feasibility, and implementation considerations when evaluating options, aiming for realistic and achievable solutions. Iterative and refinement. Often involves iterative cycles of evaluation and refinement, revisiting and revising options to improve their quality or effectiveness. Decision-making and action. Culminates in decision-making and action, where the selected option is implemented to address the problem or achieve the desired outcome. Conclusion. Divergent and convergent thinking exhibit distinct characteristics that complement each other in the problem-solving process. While divergent thinking fosters creativity, exploration, and idea generation, convergent thinking emphasizes analysis, evaluation, and decision-making to identify and implement the best solution. By understanding and leveraging the unique strengths of each mode of thinking, individuals and teams can optimize their problem-solving approach and drive innovation and success in diverse contexts. Achieving a state of flow, often referred to as being in the zone, involves experiencing deep immersion and focused concentration in an activity to the point where one loses track of time and feels a sense of effortless involvement and enjoyment. Here are some strategies to help achieve flow. 1. Clear goals and feedback. Set clear, achievable goals for the task at hand, providing a sense of direction and purpose. Receive immediate and relevant feedback on your progress, allowing for adjustments and course corrections as needed. 2. Match challenge with skill. Engage in activities that align with your skills and abilities, but also offer a moderate level of challenge. Strive for a balance between skill level and task difficulty to maintain interest and motivation without feeling overwhelmed or bored. 3. Complete focus and concentration. Minimize distractions and interruptions by creating a conducive environment for focused work. Practice mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing or meditation, to quiet the mind and enhance concentration. 4. Clear and immediate goals. Break down the task into smaller, manageable steps, focusing on one step at a time to maintain momentum and progress. Set specific, measurable goals for each step, allowing for clear indicators of progress and achievement. 5. Autonomy and control. Have a sense of autonomy and control over the activity, allowing for freedom of choice and decision-making. Structure tasks in a way that allows for flexibility and adaptation to individual preferences and working styles. 6. Engaging and intrinsically rewarding. Choose activities that are inherently enjoyable and personally meaningful, tapping into your interests, passions, and values. Find ways to make the task more engaging and enjoyable, such as adding elements of challenge, novelty, or creativity. 7. Deep engagement and absorption. Immerse yourself fully in the activity, focusing your attention and energy on the present moment. Cultivate a mindset of curiosity, exploration, and openness to new experiences, allowing for deep engagement and absorption in the task. 8. Time distortion and loss of self-consciousness. Experience a sense of time distortion, where hours feel like minutes as you become absorbed in the activity. Lose self-consciousness and awareness of the outside world, fully absorbed in the task at hand without concern for judgment or evaluation. 9. Flow triggers and rituals. Identify flow triggers or rituals that help facilitate the onset of flow, such as listening to music, setting specific routines, or creating a dedicated workspace. Experiment with different techniques and strategies to find what works best for you in achieving flow. 10. Balance and self-care. Net. Copy code. Maintain a healthy work-life balance, ensuring adequate rest, relaxation, and self-care to prevent burnout and maintain long-term well-being. Recognize when to take breaks and step away from the task to recharge and refresh your energy and focus. Conclusion. Achieving flow involves creating the right conditions and mindset to fully immerse oneself in an activity, experiencing deep engagement, enjoyment, and fulfillment. By incorporating these strategies into your daily routines and activities, you can cultivate flow more consistently and enhance your overall performance, productivity, and well-being. The mind-body connection refers to the interrelationship between mental processes and physical health, highlighting the influence of thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and attitudes on bodily functions and vice versa. Here's an overview of the mind-body connection and its implications for health and well-being. 1. Psychosomatic health. Definition. Psychosomatic health refers to the interaction between psychological factors, such as stress, emotions, and beliefs, and physical health, influencing the onset, course, and outcome of illness and disease. Examples: stress-induced headaches, anxiety-related gastrointestinal symptoms, or depression affecting immune function and susceptibility to infections. 2. Stress response. Hormonal impact. Psychological stress triggers the release of stress hormones, e.g., cortisol, adrenaline, from the brain, affecting various bodily systems such as the cardiovascular, immune, and digestive systems. Chronic stress. Prolonged or chronic stress can lead to dysregulation of the stress response, contributing to the development of chronic health conditions such as hypertension, diabetes, and autoimmune disorders. 3. Emotional health. Emotional regulation. Emotional states such as happiness, sadness, anger, or anxiety can influence physiological processes, including heart rate, blood pressure, and immune function. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices such as mindfulness meditation have been shown to modulate emotional responses, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being by fostering greater awareness and acceptance of one's emotions. 4. Placebo and nocebo effects. Placebo effect. Belief in the efficacy of a treatment or intervention can lead to positive health outcomes, even if the treatment itself has no therapeutic effect. Nocebo effect. Conversely, negative beliefs or expectations about a treatment can induce adverse effects or worsen symptoms, highlighting the power of the mind in shaping health outcomes. 5. Mind-body interventions. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSRA structured program incorporating mindfulness meditation, yoga, and mindful movement to reduce stress, manage pain, and improve overall well-being. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, a psychotherapeutic approach that helps individuals identify and modify maladaptive thoughts and behaviors, addressing psychological factors that contribute to physical health conditions. Biofeedback. a technique that provides real-time feedback on physiological processes, e.g., heart rate, muscle tension, to help individuals learn to control and regulate their bodily responses. 6. Lifestyle factors. Nutrition. Nutrient-rich diets support brain health and cognitive function, influencing mood and emotional well-being. Exercise. Regular physical activity has been linked to improved mood, stress reduction, and enhanced cognitive function, highlighting the bidirectional relationship between physical activity and mental health. Sleep. Adequate sleep is essential for cognitive function, emotional regulation, and overall well-being, with sleep disturbances contributing to mood disorders and impaired immune function. 7. Holistic approach to health. Integrated care. Recognizing the interconnectedness of mind and body, holistic approaches to health care emphasize the integration of psychological, behavioral, and physical health interventions to address the complex needs of individuals. Preventive medicine. By addressing psychological factors such as stress, anxiety, and depression, preventive interventions can help reduce the risk of chronic health conditions and promote overall health and longevity. Conclusion. The mind-body connection underscores the intimate relationship between mental and physical health, highlighting the bidirectional influence of psychological factors on bodily functions and vice versa. By understanding and harnessing the power of the mind-body connection, individuals can adopt holistic approaches to healthcare that promote overall well-being and resilience in the face of stress and adversity. Effective stress management involves adopting strategies to reduce or cope with the physical, emotional, and psychological impact of stress. Here are some proven techniques for managing stress. 1. Identify stressors. Recognize and identify sources of stress in your life, whether they are related to work, relationships, finances, or health. 2. Practice mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, or progressive muscle relaxation to promote relaxation and reduce stress levels. 3. Establish boundaries. Set boundaries to protect your time and energy, saying no to excessive demands or commitments that contribute to stress. 4. Prioritize self-care. Make self-care a priority by engaging in activities that promote physical, emotional, and mental well-being, such as exercise, hobbies, or spending time in nature. 5. Healthy lifestyle habits. Maintain a balanced diet, get regular exercise, prioritize sleep, and avoid unhealthy coping mechanisms such as excessive alcohol or substance use. 6. Time management. Use time management techniques such as prioritizing tasks, breaking them into smaller, manageable steps, and setting realistic deadlines. 7. Seek social support. Reach out to friends, family members, or support groups for emotional support, encouragement, and perspective during times of stress. 8. Practice relaxation techniques. Incorporate relaxation techniques such as yoga, tai chi, or guided imagery into your daily routine to promote relaxation and reduce muscle tension. 9. Cognitive restructuring. Challenge negative thought patterns and beliefs that contribute to stress, replacing them with more adaptive and positive perspectives. 10. Set realistic expectations. Net. Copy code. Avoid perfectionism and set realistic expectations for yourself and others, acknowledging that it's okay to make mistakes or fall short of ideal standards. 11. Engage in stress-reducing activities. Net. Copy code. Participate in activities that you enjoy and find relaxing, such as listening to music, reading, gardening, or spending time with pets. 12. Professional help. Net. Copy code. Seek professional help from a therapist, counselor, or healthcare provider if you're struggling to cope with stress or experiencing persistent symptoms of anxiety or depression. 13. Practice gratitude. Sharp. Copy code. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude by focusing on the positive aspects of your life and expressing appreciation for the things you have. 14. Stay connected. CSS. Copy code. Maintain connections with supportive friends and family members, even during times of stress, to provide a sense of belonging and emotional support. 15. Set realistic goals. SQL. Copy code. Break large tasks into smaller, achievable goals, allowing for a sense of accomplishment and progress even during challenging times. Conclusion. Managing stress effectively requires a combination of self-awareness, healthy lifestyle habits, coping skills, and support from others. By incorporating these stress management techniques into your daily life, you can build resilience, reduce the impact of stress on your health and well-being, and cultivate a greater sense of balance and peace in your life. Spaced repetition is a highly effective learning technique that involves reviewing information at gradually increasing intervals over time. This method is based on the psychological principle of the spacing effect, which suggests that spaced-out repetition of information leads to better retention and recall compared to massed repetition, cramming. Here's how spaced repetition works and how to implement it effectively. How spaced repetition works. Initial learning. Start by learning new information or concepts through study or practice. Review schedule. Schedule review sessions at increasing intervals, with shorter intervals initially and longer intervals as retention improves. Active recall. During each review session, actively recall and practice retrieving the information from memory rather than simply rereading or reviewing notes. Feedback and adjustments. Assess your performance during each review session and adjust the spacing of future reviews based on your level of retention and recall. Benefits of spaced repetition. Enhanced retention. Spaced repetition promotes long-term retention of information by reinforcing memory traces through repeated recall. Efficiency. By spacing out review sessions strategically, spaced repetition optimizes learning efficiency by focusing on the most challenging and important concepts. Time saving. Compared to traditional study methods, spaced repetition allows learners to achieve better results in less time by prioritizing review of information that is most likely to be forgotten. Implementing spaced repetition. Use spaced repetition software. SRS utilize specialized apps or software programs designed for spaced repetition, such as Anki, SuperMemo, or Quizlet. Create flashcards. Make flashcards with key concepts, facts, or vocabulary words, and review them regularly using spaced repetition techniques. Integrate into study routine. Incorporate spaced repetition into your regular study routine by dedicating time each day or week for review sessions. Prioritize review. Focus on reviewing information that you find most challenging or that is most critical to your learning goals. Adapt review schedule. Adjust the spacing of review sessions based on your performance and level of retention, increasing intervals for well-remembered information and decreasing intervals for less well-remembered information. Tips for effective spaced repetition. Start early. Begin using spaced repetition techniques as soon as possible after learning new information to maximize retention. Consistency is key. Maintain a consistent schedule of review sessions to reinforce memory retention and prevent forgetting. Mix it up. Combine spaced repetition with other active learning strategies such as retrieval practice, elaborative encoding, and interleaved practice for optimal results. Stay motivated. Keep track of your progress and celebrate your successes to stay motivated and committed to the spaced repetition process. Conclusion. Spaced repetition is a powerful learning technique that can significantly improve retention and recall of information. By incorporating spaced repetition into your study routine and leveraging specialized tools and techniques, you can enhance your learning efficiency, achieve better long-term retention, and ultimately master complex concepts more effectively. Mnemonics are memory aids or techniques that help individuals encode, store, and retrieve information more effectively by associating it with easily remembered cues, patterns, or associations. Mnemonics capitalize on principles of association, visualization, and elaborative encoding to enhance memory retention and recall. Here's how mnemonics work and some popular mnemonic techniques. How mnemonics work. Association. Mnemonics create associations between new information and existing knowledge, making it easier to remember. Visualization. Mnemonics often involve creating vivid mental images or visualizations to represent abstract or complex concepts. Chunking. Mnemonics break down information into smaller, more manageable chunks, making it easier to process and remember. Elaboration. Mnemonics encourage elaborative encoding by adding meaning or context to the information, deepening understanding and retention. Popular mnemonic techniques. Acronyms. Create a word or phrase using the first letter of each item to be remembered. For example, Roy G. Biv, to remember the colors of the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Acrostics. Form a sentence or phrase where each word starts with the first letter of the items to be remembered. For example, every good boy does fine. To remember the lines of the treble clef in music, E, G, B, D, F. Rhymes and songs. Create rhymes, poems, or songs to encode information in a rhythmic and memorable way. For example, in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Method of loci, memory palace. Associate each item to be remembered with a specific location or landmark in a familiar mental space, such as a house or route. Visualize moving through the space and encountering the items in sequence. Keyword method. Associate a new word or concept with a familiar word or image that sounds similar, creating a vivid mental image that links the two. For example, associating carpenter with carp to remember the meaning of the word. Peg system. Create a set of pegs, usually rhyming words or numbers, that represent numbers or items to be remembered. Associate each item with a specific peg in a memorable way. Chunking. Break down large amounts of information into smaller, more manageable chunks, organizing them into meaningful groups or categories. For example, remembering a phone number as 3 sets of 3 digits instead of a single string of 9 digits. Tips for using mnemonics. Use visual imagery. Visualize vivid and memorable images or scenes to represent abstract concepts or lists of items. Create personalized mnemonics. Tailor mnemonic devices to your own interests, experiences, or associations for greater relevance and effectiveness. Practice retrieval. Actively engage in retrieval practice by recalling information using mnemonics repeatedly over time to strengthen memory retention. Combine mnemonics with active learning. Integrate mnemonic techniques with other active learning strategies such as elaborative encoding, spaced repetition, and retrieval practice for optimal results. Conclusion. Mnemonics are powerful tools for enhancing memory retention and recall by leveraging principles of association, visualization, and elaborative encoding. By incorporating mnemonic techniques into your study routine and adapting them to your own learning style and preferences, you can improve your ability to remember and understand complex information more effectively. Goal setting is a process of identifying specific objectives or targets that you want to achieve and developing a plan to accomplish them. Setting goals provides direction, motivation, and a sense of purpose, helping individuals clarify their priorities and focus their efforts on what matters most. Here's a guide to effective goal setting. 1. Define clear and specific goals. Be specific about what you want to achieve, using clear and measurable language to define your goals. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get in shape," specify, "I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months." 2. Make goals realistic and achievable. Set goals that are challenging yet attainable, considering your current abilities, resources, and constraints. Unrealistic goals can lead to frustration and demotivation. 3. Set short-term and long-term goals. Break down larger objectives into smaller, manageable milestones or short-term goals. This makes your goals more actionable and helps track progress over time. 4. Establish a timeline. Set deadlines or target dates for achieving your goals, providing a sense of urgency and accountability. This helps prevent procrastination and keeps you focused on making progress. 5. Write down your goals. Put your goals in writing, whether it's in a journal, on a vision board, or using digital tools. This increases commitment and clarity, making your goals more tangible and actionable. 6. Create a plan of action. Develop a detailed plan outlining the steps and strategies you will take to reach your goals. Break down each goal into smaller tasks and identify potential obstacles or challenges. 7. Stay flexible and adapt. Remain flexible and open to adjusting your goals and plans as needed based on changing circumstances or feedback. Be willing to revise your approach if something isn't working or if new opportunities arise. 8. Monitor progress and celebrate achievements. Regularly review your progress towards your goals, tracking milestones and celebrating achievements along the way. This helps maintain motivation and provides positive reinforcement. 9. Seek accountability and support. Share your goals with others, such as friends, family, or a mentor who can provide support, encouragement, and accountability. Consider joining a group or community with similar goals for added motivation. 10. Stay committed and persistent. Net. Copy code. Stay committed to your goals, even when faced with setbacks or challenges. Maintain a positive attitude and perseverance, focusing on the progress you've made and the ultimate vision of success. 11. Review and reflect regularly. Net. Copy code. Schedule regular check-ins to review your goals, assess your progress, and reflect on what's working well and what can be improved. Use this feedback to adjust your approach and stay on track. 12. Balance and well-being. PHP. Copy code. Consider your overall well-being and maintain a balance between your goals and other areas of your life, such as relationships, health, and personal fulfillment. Prioritize self-care and avoid burnout. Conclusion. Effective goal setting is a key component of personal and professional development, providing a roadmap for success and fulfillment. By following these principles and strategies for goal setting, you can clarify your objectives, focus your efforts, and achieve meaningful progress towards your aspirations and dreams. Resilience is the ability to adapt, bounce back, and thrive in the face of adversity, challenges, or significant sources of stress. It involves developing psychological strength, flexibility, and coping mechanisms to navigate difficult situations and emerge stronger and more resilient. Here's a deeper look at resilience and strategies for cultivating it. Characteristics of resilient individuals. Positive outlook. Resilient individuals maintain a positive attitude and outlook, focusing on solutions, opportunities, and strengths rather than dwelling on problems or setbacks. Adaptability. Resilient people are flexible and adaptable, able to adjust their strategies, perspectives, and behaviors in response to changing circumstances or challenges. Problem-solving skills. Resilient individuals possess effective problem-solving skills, using creativity, resourcefulness, and perseverance to overcome obstacles and find solutions. Emotional regulation. Resilient people have the ability to regulate their emotions effectively, managing stress, anxiety, and negative emotions in healthy ways and seeking support when needed. Social support. Resilient individuals have strong support networks of friends, family, peers, or mentors who provide encouragement, guidance, and emotional support during difficult times. Sense of purpose. Resilient people have a sense of purpose, meaning, and direction in their lives, which helps them stay motivated, focused, and resilient in the face of challenges. Self-compassion. Resilient individuals are compassionate and kind to themselves, practicing self-care, self-acceptance, and self-compassion even during challenging times. Optimism and hope. Resilient people maintain a sense of optimism and hope, believing in their ability to overcome adversity and create positive change in their lives. Strategies for cultivating resilience. Build strong relationships. Cultivate supportive relationships with friends, family, colleagues, and mentors who can provide emotional support and encouragement during difficult times. Develop coping skills. Practice coping strategies such as mindfulness, relaxation techniques, deep breathing exercises, or journaling to manage stress and build resilience. Find meaning and purpose. Identify your values, passions, and goals to create a sense of purpose and direction in your life, anchoring you during challenging times. Cultivate optimism. Focus on the positive aspects of situations, practice gratitude, and cultivate an optimistic mindset to build resilience and perspective. Learn from adversity. View challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth, learning, and personal development, rather than insurmountable obstacles. Stay flexible and adapt. Be willing to adapt your goals, plans, and strategies in response to changing circumstances, remaining flexible and resilient in the face of uncertainty. Seek support. Reach out to trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals for support, guidance, and encouragement when needed. Take care of yourself. Prioritize self-care, including adequate sleep, nutrition, exercise, and relaxation, to maintain physical and emotional well-being. Practice resilience-building activities. Engage in activities that promote resilience, such as participating in hobbies, volunteering, helping others, or practicing acts of kindness and compassion. Develop problem-solving skills. Enhance your problem-solving skills by breaking down problems into smaller, manageable steps, brainstorming solutions, and taking action to address challenges effectively. Conclusion. Resilience is a valuable trait that can be cultivated and strengthened over time through practice, self-awareness, and support. By incorporating these strategies into your life and mindset, you can build resilience and thrive in the face of adversity, challenges, and uncertainty, emerging stronger, wiser, and more empowered. By exploring these areas, we can gain a deeper understanding of how to harness the hidden potential of our minds and apply it to enhance various aspects of our lives, from personal development to professional success.